Okay, go.
The Pelicans are at 15th with Zion Williamson, who has lost weight and all that, and still can't get rid of his troubles and injured yet again. Are we surprised? No, but they're propping up the whole West. Furthermore, they're propping up the NBA. They should be tired of Zion Williamson now. Get what you can for him and move on. The Kings sit in 14th. The Kings don't know what they're doing. Like the Beam, really? They traded their best pieces to the Spurs and other places for Zach Levine, my boy, and other pieces like Russell Westbrook, who well past it. And they, as I said, light the beam on something else because that ain't working. 13, the Jazz. Speaking of not working, the Jazz, apart from being out of touch of society, and yes, sorry, Utah. Actually, no, I'm not sorry because y'all haven't been good since the 98 finals. Really and truly, Andre Kirilenko, Joe Ingles, all that. Garbage. That was nonsense. Right above the Pelicans and the Kings, where you're supposed to be the Mavericks. Here's where it gets interesting. Because the Mavericks have Kyrie Irving injured, Klay Thompson, Megan Thee Stallion, baby daddy, Anthony always injured streak, Close Davis, who you are finally looking to move on from after giving the Los Angeles Lakers literally the biggest piece you have had since number 41 that you hang in the rafters. You should not be upset with yourself. You should be upset with Nico. You sit at 12. Above you are the Memphis Grizzlies, who surprisingly they're where they are, but they're battling a whole set of things. I say the word battling with fear and trembling because in a battle you use weapons, and everybody know what their main star John Morant likes. Even though he gave London a very very good game and blew out the Orlando Magic, right above them are the Los Angeles Clippers. Fresh building. Of course, it's on the spot of the Los Angeles Lakers Great Western Forum, which actually saw winning things. Can the Clippers actually win anything with that criminal pirate of a star called Kawhi Leonard who robs everybody every year of his stardom and does absolutely nothing? I'm so glad they're 10th. They should be lower as far as I'm concerned. I'm not even going to mention the Beard, who's actually having a decent year, even though by his standards, it could be a lot better. But it's the Clippers. So I don't expect anything else from basement dwellers. Into the play-ins we go. After 10, there's 9. The Trailblazers, pleasant surprise. That's all I'll say there. They beat some interesting teams. Some very, very interesting teams. But as I said, that's all I will say there. Damian Lillard is back in town, but he's injured. He's just there for motivation, really and truly. But the Blazers have a nice little core going. Maybe if they trade for a big piece or two, they might do something. Although I don't know who wants to go to Portland. Speaking of who wants to go, the Golden State Warriors need to let Draymond Green go. He is a cancer now. I make no apology for saying it. I'm sorry. Let him go so you can actually progress. It's so hard that Jimmy Butler just injured himself. He really truly wants to go to Barbados. Send him to Barbados for free now. Let him recover there. We have white sand beaches. He will have a blast. Wardell Stephen Curry the third, the best point guard the game has ever seen. Kudos to Magic Johnson. I'm so sorry, Irving. But yes, it's Steph. He's still the man. He's still a sniper. He's still racking up numbers. And he probably could play for a couple more years. So the Warriors sit in ninth. Well coached with Steve Kerr. And this is another surprise of mine. The Minnesota Timberwolves should be higher. That French long jobby called Gobert is doing absolutely nothing yet again. Anthony Edwards needs to honestly get over the hump. It's starting to bug me because I really, really like him. And they have Julius Randle, who's having a monster year as well. All-star type caliber. But they should be better than 7th. It is the West, though. And here's where we come to your Phoenix Suns. Your Phoenix Suns have been the pick of the bunch because everybody why are they getting Dylan Brooks? He's a sore a problem child. Blah 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 blah. Right now, Dylan Brooks looking like the most improved player in the NBA. Right now, Dylan Brooks looks like the most improved player in the NBA. And as an antagonist, we have what's next. He loves to antagonize this guy from this team, one LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. I would like the Lakers to get Gloria James' son out of LA. All of the panties, the fanboys, Rich Paul, all of them. I'm not saying that Genie Bus is wrong or right, but you know what I feel. Get him out. Zeus is on the table. Get Zeus in with Luka Doncic. Let me start to do something. Let me start to do something. But you sit in fifth, which is lovely. The Lakers were rolling until a certain person decides to conveniently, after he placed himself on the injured list. Yeah. Oh, you think you can do it without me? Guess what? They were. And you came back and soiled the bed. And now they only sit fifth, behind the Rockets, who have been progressively, quietly getting better and better. And who did they add this year? One easy money sniper called Kevin Durant, who I am sure, though he's having a subpar year, will get it clicking right as when they need to. Above them are the ever perennial dangerous Denver Nuggets, who you can never, ever, ever turn your back to. Plus, Jamal Murray has made it looks like he's making that step up. That Ant-Man that we want Ant-Man to make. Yeah? So if they don't pick Jamal Murray for the All-Star game, he must be sleeping with somebody's wife. Anyway, we go on to the Spurs, who have moved. If we talk about Detroit in the East, the Spurs have gone from being the propping up the West to legit possibly being this year's champs. Victor Wembanyama, the alien, is a problem. We knew that since France. But now, not just Castle, you got De'Aaron Fox. And that boy that is wearing Rodman old number and die is here sometimes. And the coaching staff is clearly highly influenced by Pop, because you don't even realize that Pop not the coach no more. Like, really and truly. So, and they're young, energetic, stretch the floor, and can play off and on the ball. Like, they have multiple players that can do it. And they beat multiple times the only team that's above them in the Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't know how much minutes that took, but that's 15. And now is where it gets interesting. The Oklahoma City Thunder wiping the floor with the league. But are they though? Because the league is allowing the Oklahoma City Thunder to do something that I have literally never seen in my life. The level of poor officiating around any Oklahoma City game has to be investigated for match fixing or something. Because, like, people not even touching, in particular, SGA and getting whistled. And on the opposite end, they are putting players through the ringer and it not getting whistled. It's so obvious. It's unbelievable. And they sit at 37-8. And 3 of those 8 losses belong to the San Antonio Spurs. I hope if and when they meet in the playoffs that the Spurs, and I hate the Spurs. I hate the Spurs so much. Everybody know how I don't like the Spurs. I really truly hope the Spurs sweep them. Or whoever. That's my likes and dislikes so far. Halfway